So let's get back to the tutorial part 5, and we are starting with the section Oblivion World. So let's do it. Oblivion Realm HD. Oblivion Realm HD has one file, no instructions. It is almost 400 megabytes. Let's find it up in my mods. Oblivion Realm, 382 megabytes. And let's get it to Wrye Bash. Let's open the installers tab. We are at 73 mods currently. And we finished with TD tombstones. So this was the last from the previous section with architecture. And then let's open up the Oblivion Realm page, download this file manually, and drag the file to the installers. Right click it and install. While it installs, we open the next page, Oblivion Landscape. And this is the Russian page again. So use it with Chrome to translate to English. You can create an account here and then you can download these mods. Let me see what's the file name for this. Oblivion Landscape.7z. So I should find it here. It's here. Alright. So go back to Wrye Bash after you secured this file from the Russian portal and drag Oblivion Landscape to the installers. Right click it and install. Alright. Next mod is Oblivion Trees. Again, the Russian portal. Use with Chrome to translate. Create account, download, and use the file. How big is it? It's 11 megabytes. That is correct. Okay, so that's the correct file to install now. Right click and install. Good. Next up is Oblivion Caves Retextured. This is a Nexus site. We take the 2K version, download manually, and it's over here, 76 megabytes. So secure the file, drag it to the installers and install. That's it for the Oblivion World sections. Let's move on to Weather and Immersion. All natural. Use the wizard to help you during installation. I recommend all the features. This mod comes with an ini file. You can customize. You can use Bevilex file. So then you will get very dark nights. I didn't change any settings in this file personally. It's called All Natural, and the file is called Weather All Natural. So let's look it up in my installers. Weather All Natural, 176 megabytes. Let's open the page. There are 3 files here. And obviously I downloaded the main file, so it's this one, so I can drag it to the installers, and this time we have a nice Bane structure here. So let's see what I had in my previous installation for this file. I had option 1, 2 and 3, but this file comes with the wizard, so let's start the wizard and Let's take all natural full. Do you want to use all naturals Shivering Isles support? Pick yes if you do not use another mod for Shivering Isles. Yes. Do you want to use the additional non-vanilla weathers for Shivering Isles? Yes. Do you want to use the Bash filter patch? Pick this option if you wish to add all-natural indoor weather to any of the mods supported in the filter patch. Be sure to rebuild your Bash patch after installing. See the README to explain the Bash filter option in more detail. Yes? Did I choose yes? Correct. So that's the summary now. Please, oh no, it's not the summary. Please select which weathers you wish to use. Atmospheric weather system, enhanced weather, yes. Let's choose all of them. And now, which color tinting you want to use? Default no tinting. Natural weather yellow. I used no tinting, I remember. Okay. Select which fog distance option you want to use. Most users will want to pick this option. Pick this if you want to use the standard fog distances. Let's see, let's compare them a bit. Yes, I want to use default. Which darker nights options you would like to use? Let's take 50%. Most users will want to pick this option. It keeps the exact same brightness of nights along with the blue tint of nights. Let's experiment with 50% darker nights. Alright. So that's the summary. Let's look at the ESPs. All natural base. Okay. Indoor weather filter for mods. Yes. Real lights. Yes. SI. Yes. And all natural. Yes. Okay, that is the same which I had in my previous installation. Apply these selections and finish. Now let's wait until the mod installs. Okay, we have got some new ESPs. So let's activate them in the mods section and drag the bashed patch to the bottom. Okay, this will all be sorted out by rebuilding the bashed patch, but I will not do it just now. Now we have the atmosphere's hell. This file contains retextures for Oblivion and Cyrodiil's night sky. We have 11 files here. Let's see what I used in my previous install. Going back to Bevilex tutorial, I see install only the optional files. Atmospheres v4 hell and night sky. Yes, that's correct. So this file from the optionals is 26 megabytes. That's this one. So let's do it. Right click and install after dragging. And then I need the file night sky. Okay. Let's see if any new ESPs arrived. No. Then go on with the tutorial. Next we have downpour. Two files here. We have two versions. Custom mesh for larger version. Okay, I installed only one file and download it manually. This one here. You will get this file, 62 kilobytes, and drag it to your installers and install. Okay, why is it black? Because it has some sub packages. So I choose large. All right. Why is it red? I don't know. Let's try to anneal it. Now it's green. Good. I know why. Because first I installed it and then I selected the sub package. It should be the other way around. But the anneal function, it helps mods to get the files that are needed into the data folder. So when you see a red plus, try annealing. But now we're at downpour and now it's installed correctly. So the correct way is first tick the large and then right click and install. Okay, go to the next one. We have falling stars. Falling stars is one file and no instructions. Download it manually. And falling stars are here. Already downloaded. So let's drag them to the installers, install, and proceed to the next. We have falling leaves. 5 files here. Version 10 Bane. What version did I use? 10 Bane. Okay. So download this file manually. And drag it to your installers, and here we have two files. I will tick only this one now because I don't have the unique landscapes yet. I will install them after I install all the mods to show you that you can actually install mods later, but put them in the correct place in the installation order here. Okay. Let's install it with the core files only. Next up we have QQuick's Rock Your Ship. 6 files here. That's the main file and looks like the current version. Let's see my downloads. Yeah, version 303. That's the one I have. So to the installers tab with it and install. And we're done. We have a new ESP. Let's see if it's activated. We have more ESPs. Okay, activate them all and push the best patch to the bottom. Then we have realistic Aurora in motion. For this we have 2 files. Aurora in motion and update. Let's see. I only used the update and there is no instructions provided for Aurora in motion. This time I think I will check the files. Lights, Northern Lights, DDS and NIF, and Bruma Northern Lights ESP. Okay, and now let's see the update. Lights, Northern Lights, Bruma ESP. Is it lights free? Double check again. No. So you see, we need Probably both of them. Let's see what the description says. This is a new try to make a realistic aurora. My third already. It doesn't say. Does it have a readme? No. So it has a forum. Well, frankly speaking, I don't know what to do. Let's see if the ESP has the same name. Brumas Northern Lights ESP. Brumas Northern Lights ESP. Okay, so let's go this route. I have this file already, so let's download this as well. Aurora in motion zip. Okay. And then I'm gonna take the file I had already, Aurora in motion update. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's try to anneal that one. Okay, it needs to be like that. I don't know exactly about the color, but I noticed that this color is fine. There are two conflicts. It looks like an update to this file. I guess it's gonna be fine. Alright, so Aurora done. High quality snowflakes. One file. We get one texture. Okay. So I guess they'll be here. High quality snowflakes. 1161 KB. The size matches. So that means that's the downloaded file. And let's install it and move on to the next mod. Smoke and dust. Don't forget the update. So we have smoke and dust, and then we have an update. Patch for missing textures. Let's first take smoke and dust. Okay, I pressed the wrong button. I needed to move it. And then the patch for missing something. Patch for missing texture. Is that the name? Let's double check. Patch for missing texture. 3 kilobytes. That's the update. Okay. Next, please. Improved moons. We have two files. Realistic 3-dimensional Masser and Secunda moon textures. This is just the texture file for moon shadow. I used both. So first let's go to improved moons. And then the moon shadow, it's here. Download it manually, drag it here and install. What have we got next? The moons, then we have immersive interiors. Okay. Main mod. Did I forget better dungeons? Nope. So let's go with immersive interiors. Here they are. 440, 4 megabytes. All right, we get an ESP, very good. Install. Then we need Imperial City add-on. Immersive Interiors, Imperial City 1.5. That's the file. Immersive Interiors, Imperial City. Download it manually, the main file, and drag it to your Wrye Bash installers and install. Okay, that took a little while. Next up we have the Bevilex and Leavin add-on. So let's open it and take the main file. Immersive Interiors Bevilex. Here it is, 1.5 megabyte. And install. And another ESP. So let's look at our last ESPs. Activate them, move the bashed patch to the bottom. And let's continue with landscape add-on. These mods requires that you install all natural first. Load the ESP after all natural, or use both to sort them correctly. So landscape add-on is the last parts of this. There are two files here. The current version 1.10 I have already downloaded manually, and let's drag it to the installers. Done. Activate the ESP. Alright, move the bashed patch to the bottom, and let's use boss. So quit Wrye Bash probably, run boss, and check Wrye Bash how it looks like. Good. I will rebuild the patch again. Okay, and build patch. Here we go. The patch was rebuilt. Here we can see the summary. And when I click here, we will see that all is working here. So last one installed is Immersive Interiors the landscape add-on. Alright, then the lights of Oblivion, road lanterns. I chose this one, Fantasy Mesh. Download it manually or choose another one if here's the download. Choose another one if you don't want this one, and you will receive a file, Lights of Oblivion, and then the proper mesh that you selected. So let's go to my mod source, Lights of Oblivion, Fantasy Mesh. Drag it. It has an ESP and activate it. Activate the ESP and let's move to another. Animated Windows Lighting System. Use the wizard of Wrye Bash to pick the options you want. This mod goes greatly with the darker nights of All Natural. Alright, 3 files. We take the main file, I guess. Let's look at my downloads. 100 megabytes, that's the one. Okay, so move the installer over here and start the wizard. Advanced smoking chimneys, alright. Do you use really almost everything viewable when distant? No. Do you want to pick your windows individually for every city and location? Yes. Do you use Qual's texture pack? Yes. Curtains, frames. Okay, then the Bevilex. Orange curtains, red. Then for Bruma orange. Right. For Dekunuss, curtains. And for Wrye, curtains red. For farmhouse, okay, let's take this one. Imperial City windows. Okay. Layawin. Red. Curtains red. Yeah. Okay. Pick a priori windows. Okay. Ships. Alright. Skin grabbed. And now the cathedral. Yes. And now the magic circle. Alright. Imperial City Temple option. Let's compare them quickly. Blue is nice. Okay. Do you use Bomred's texture pack for Shivering Isles? Yes. Pick a Shivering Isles settlements option. Okay. Pick a Shivering Isles palace option. Dual nature. Recommended. Shivering Isles crucible option. Okay. Shivering Isles Bliss. Okay, take the defaults. So a lot of options were chosen. Apply these selections and finish. Now the animated windows are being installed, and now they're installed. Alright, next section, body armors and weapons. Here Bevilex suggests to start with this mod. However, I prefer to install the skeletons first. So scroll a bit down to Coroneras maximum compatibility skeletons, and Here is only one file, skeletons, that has the skeletons mod inside. So download it manually. You will receive this file, which is 17 kilobytes, and you can install them just by dragging them here and installing the mod. Let's see, general, we have skeleton, NIF, etc. Good, and then we can continue with the list how it's supposed to be from the beginning again of body armors and weapons. HGC eye candy body, install the only file and use the wizard of Wrye Bash to pick the options you want. Okay, this is a nude mod, so you get this file HGCV121 Bane. Let's go to my files where I downloaded it. You download it manually. So I install this Bane file in Wrye Bash like this, and now I will not run the wizard. You can run the wizard if you want. It took me a lot of time to make my choices here. I don't want to go through that again. Okay, let's see. Yep, I have my choices. Here I will use the sub packages selection instead of using the wizard. And then normal upper body C. This one. And that's it. Use the wizard if you want to have your own selections. I use this. And now I can install it without using the wizard. Does the same thing. Let's look at the mods. Windows Lightning System. Move the bashed patch down and continue after HGEC body with the male body replacer. Install the main file and HGEC texture compatibility add-on. So let's see. Robert male body replacer V52 Bane. Go to the page, files, download this one, 104 megabytes. Once downloaded, we can drag it to the installers. This is another one with a wizard. You can right click on it and use wizard. I will use my pre-selections. I don't like going through this wizard again, but you can finalize the process and install the mod, or you can use my pre-selections. So now I pick my options according to what I had previously. This is for the first two, then for group 20 it's this one. 25 it's the first selection. 30 first selection. 35 first selection. 40 second selection. 45 first selection. This one. Okay. 50 it's the second one. 55 first selection. 60 first selection. No, it's actually the Orc Textures Harry 2048, this one. Okay. 70 the middle selection. 80 the middle selection. Then group 100 it's free normal map Imperial 2048. 101 for a normal map Breton. 2048. (102) 1B normal map Dark Elf. 102 1B normal map Dark Elf. This one. I always take 2048. That's the resolution of the texture. We're at 103. Second selection. Okay. 104. Second selection. Same for 105. 106 is gonna be 4B normal map High Elf. This one. 107. Second selection. 108 also. 109 also. Second. 110 is gonna be 2 normal map Wood Elf 2048. 2 normal map Wood Elf 2048. Good. And the last one is Idle Anims Stand Less Ape-like. Selected. Then deactivate the ESP before installation. Right click and install. Or in the very beginning just use the wizard. I'm going to install it without the wizard because I already did my selections and I don't quite enjoy this process. Okay, mod is installed. Let's see what we're gonna do next. That's it. So now I can move on to Oblivion character overhaul. Install the main file and HGEC texture compatibility mod and Robert male body replacer texture compatibility add-on in the optional files. So main file is this one, Oblivion character overhaul version 203. Starts with an O. Let's see. Oblivion character overhaul, 176 megabytes. That's the file. No wizard this time. We have an ESP. So let's install. Next we're gonna go to Robert male body replacer texture compatibility add-on. See the files. This one to 32 megabytes. Download manually. You will receive this file. Drag it and install. Next one. HGEC texture compatibility add-on. You see, here I did it in the wrong order. I don't think it plays a role, but I will drag the file and install it before the male body replacer. So before installing it, I will drag it to the correct place between the Oblivion character overhaul and Robert male body replacer, and then I will right click and install it. You see? It's perfectly fine. Wrye Bash takes care of that. That the correct textures are being shown in the game. Then, new eyes for Oko. Let's see. New eyes, 623 kilobytes. New eyes, very good. So let's install them. Right click, install. Then we have female body retextured, where Bevi suggests to install the version 1.1, which is the easy way. So you can open up the page and just go to the files, take this version. However, I use this version over here. So download it manually and just install it. It has no selections. I will go with this one and make my selections. So here is my choice of female body retextures modular version. If you want to use this version, you can open up the archive, and there you have the SS. This is screenshots folder. There is a lot of screenshots that will help you make these selections. The selection process, however, can be frustrating. I did it already. I have this, and this, and the ESP also activated. So I can right click and install. Alright, go to the next mod. So this was female body retextures, now seamless Oko V2 edition. Download SR Oko. So let's open the page. Go to files. We need SR Oko V2 Bane 44676. SR Oko V2 Bane. This one, 69 megabytes. Yes, exactly. This is the file. So download it manually over here. Then drag it to your installers. Choose the options. Choose all of them. And right click and install. Good. Next one. So now Bevi say what's the install order we should have. Let's check. I have HGC 121, Robert Male Bane, Oblivion Character Overhaul, HGC Texture Compatibility Add-on, Robert's Male Body Replacer Texture Compatibility Add-on, New Eyes, Female Body Retextured, and SR Oko V2 Bane. Let's see the mods. There are two new ESPs. Activate them and move the bashed patch to the bottom. We will continue with the next installers. So let's see Mess Outfit Redesign. First of all, download and install this file over here, 117 megabytes. Okay, I already have it. So just drag it over, activate the ESP if it isn't, and right click and install. Next thing is, I downloaded somewhere else. It's the Armor's Reasonable Protective Flavor. So after downloading and installing this, do also this file, Reasonable Protective Flavor 01 Beta. Okay, it will change the ESP file as well. And it's done. We have now mods and a new ESP. Let's activate it, move the bashed patch below, and see what's next. Mike's Clothes Replacer. we've got two files. Version v11 Mike's Clothes Replacer. Download it manually over here and go to your installers in Wrye Bash and drag it over, right click and install. Then we have the weapons improvement project. Open the page, go to files, take the last main file. Yes, this is the one. Weapon improvement project. 125 megabytes. Just drag to installers and install. You see it has an ESP, so that's gonna be activated now in the mods tab, and drag the bashed patch below and go to the next mod, high-res iron armor. Nice. One file, 13 megabytes. High-res iron armor. Drag and install. Then barbaric orcish armor. One file. Orcish armor remodeled is the name. So download it manually. And drag and install. Fantasy Mithril. The file is called Fantasy Mithril 2. Here it is, okay. Archmage robe replacer. One file. No brainer. There it is. Robe remodel. Right. Close other tabs. So we were at Archmage, then Madness Armor Replacer. Also one file starts with Madness. Download it manually. Drag and install. Then Doll's Horse Armor. Let's see this one. Also one file. Download it manually. Right click, install. And we are done with the body armors and weapons section. So now let's do the bashed patch again. Double check if the bashed patch is on the very bottom. It is. So let's close Wrye Bash. Run boss. Okay, very nice. And quit boss. Go to Wrye Bash again. Right click on bashed patch and rebuild patch C beta. Okay, and build patch. Then we get the summary. Click OK. and the bashed patch was rebuilt, so we have got now approximately 116 mods, and let's start the game and test it. Let's load up the last save. It works. We have all natural installed. Let's look at my character. Okay, that's the skin and character mods installed. Very good. New ground textures, rock textures, glowing windows. Let's go inside the building.
Hail, good citizen. How can I be of service?
Iron armor. Very good, it works. Hooray. Let's save it up with all the new mods and quit. Thank you for watching this episode. We'll see you. I will see you in the next one, part 6.